Baseball is absolutely huge in Japan, with sold-out crowds, loyal fan bases and traditions that go back for generations. We'd never been to a baseball game before, so this was the perfect opportunity and we had absolutely no idea what to expect.
We are on our way up to the Mazda Zoom-Zoom Stadium here in Hiroshima to see our first ever baseball game. Now, we only found out that this was on last night. Rachel was doing some research on what was on in the city and she saw this was on and we thought that is definitely a bit of us. We got the tickets a little bit earlier on today and that was a story in itself, but that's one for a little bit later on. Now, I was excited when we decided that we were going to come and see this game, but having got here, the excitement has ramped up because this team, the Toyo Carps, are absolutely everywhere. They're on the food packaging, they're on posters, they're even under your feet, they're on the drain covers. So everyone here loves this team, so we cannot wait to get up there and see them. The game starts in about half an hour, so we'd better speed up, so we'll see you when we get there. On the way up to the ground, it was an absolute sea of red. Fortunately, before setting off, Rachel had done some reading and we found out that you're able to take your own food and drink into the stadium. So of course, we stopped by the local 7-Eleven and stocked up on beers and snacks. All you have to do when you get to the ground is decant your drinks into a paper cups provided, because of course they don't want any cans or glass bottles in the stadium. Go. Beers decanted. You go for a simple bag check, no queues, and you're in the ground. Now, of course, the ticket is entirely in Japanese, so we had absolutely no idea where we were sitting, but we found a really helpful young guy who's shown us around to where we're sitting, and it looks as if the views are going to be incredible, so we cannot wait to get down to our seats. Bases are loaded. They've got 2 strikes. Let's see who comes out on top here. Not in the way of the Carps, unfortunately. And first score of the game, 1-0 now to the Giants. It's getting lively, isn't it? So we said about tickets, and actually there are 3 ways that you can get your tickets for your baseball games here in Japan. Firstly, you can go onto the official website, but we had a bit of difficulty with that because you needed to have a Japanese telephone number. Secondly, you can get them on the door, but we definitely didn't want to miss the game, so we opted to try to buy them beforehand. So thirdly, and the way that we chose, was that you can buy tickets for these games at any convenience store. So we went into the 7-Eleven and you simply go to the copy machine, and the copy machine has certain things that you can select to do when you're on there. Now, these are all in Japanese, so you have to have your phone at the ready and Google Translate, and even then we became a bit unstuck, so we had to ask for a little bit of help from the friendly attendant. But he got us our tickets and we're here experiencing this amazing game. The atmosphere in here is really livened up. The game is getting interesting. The Hiroshima Carps have now got all the bases loaded again. They're certainly trying their best to come back in this game. I think the home support get the feeling that they're about to take the lead here. Let's see. And the crowd go wild, of course. Woo! So unbelievably, they had the bases loaded. So 4-1. With one swing of one bat, the game has completely changed. This is so cool. Thank God the bases for that. So people all around us are blowing up balloons. I'm trying to determine what the shape is. But certainly not phallic. Hey! Another one bites the dust. Look at this. Well, that was a pretty unique and fun little tradition. Did you get it? God knows what it was all about, but it was good fun. So this is my first time in a baseball stadium, and there are a few things that are pretty unique, and I'm sure a few of them are just to this ground. So firstly, there is a huge area which is just picnic areas. So there's tables, and it looks like families are able to book it out and bring their own food. Looks amazing. Secondly, and I'm sure the bit that is unique to this ground, there is a gym up there, so you can get your workout in as you're watching the game. And thirdly, there is a huge club shop right there. We are literally within meters of the pitch, so we're going to go in and see what you can get when you're actually in the stadium itself. Rach, there's absolutely everything in this shop. The jerseys, I think I'd go for that one if I was going for any. The red with the red writing, that looks pretty cool. I like the baseball caps. Baseball caps. I'd go for the red. That's got to be the coolest one, isn't it? What do you reckon? It's pretty cool, but unfortunately I don't think anything else is going to fit in the backpack, so I'm going to give it a swerve for now. We're in the 9th innings now, and we are about 3.5 hours into this game, and I think we're at the point now where Rachel's probably had enough. Strike 2 on this last batsman. The balloons are at the ready. You'll be glad to know, Rachel, one more strike and this game's done, I think. And he's hit it to the field, and there we go! The Hiroshima Carp seal the victory. Well, that is the end of our first ever baseball game, and we feel super fortunate that we were able to do it here in Japan. Thankfully, the Hiroshima Carp won 5-1, so all of these fans are going home happy. And speaking of the fans, they could not have been friendlier. They were so accommodating of people who quite obviously had very little idea what was going on. We could not recommend highly enough, if you're in Hiroshima, come out to the Mazda Zoom-Zoom Stadium and watch a game for yourself. And if you're not in Hiroshima, but you're in Japan, then just see if there's any baseball on where you are, because it is a completely unique sporting event, unlike any that we have ever seen before. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, then make sure to drop it a like and subscribe to our channel for more of our travel adventures from around the world. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next adventure.